Hey happy people. So today we're going to be making our own alkaline butter that we can actually use in recipes that we use to cook. I have saw some alkaline butters out there and a lot of them use coconut oil as the base, but that's a problem for me because I do not heat coconut at all. Well, try not to. There has been times in the past where I've heated coconut, and there may be time in the future where I heat coconut. So let's just say try not to heat coconut, any kind of coconut whatsoever. So for me, I need to substitute butter in recipes, not just put it over my toast or breads or whatever. So I need something I can actually substitute to put it in recipes and things like that. So I am making my own butter today, alkaline, and I have a new ingredient for you guys. This is mango butter, and let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see the color, but it is more like a cream color, tan color. That is what you want, just like with your sea moss and mango butter goes hand in hand. If it is completely white, you don't want it, because that means they have processed the shit out of it and there's nothing left in it. But I am using mango butter because it is ingestible, it is digestible, it is not harmful to you. You can use it in cooking. Some people have used it in cooking. There is places in the world where they do use it in cooking. But most people know mango butter in America for just using it for body butters, lotions, lip balms, things like that, putting it in your hair, things like that. You can also do that too. The only difference in your cooking one and the one that you would put on your body, I would say, is make sure you get the raw, unrefined mango butter if you are using it to cook. Do not get the refined, because that means they have chemicals in it and they have processed it, put bleach and things like that. It will be like pure white. So you don't want that. You want the colored one. You want the one that says raw, unrefined, cold processing if you can find it. But this will help stiffen up my butter a little bit, but also will melt at room temperature. This butter will melt at your body temperature. You can feel it. You can see already it's starting to melt on my hands. So that way I will have a butter that I can use. But you say, why not just use the butter by itself? Because mango butter is bland. It has no flavor whatsoever, whereas your regular butter has like a creamy, salty taste. So we're going to add a few extra ingredients to this. We're going to add 2 more ingredients to this, so it will give us that creaminess, that saltiness that we need. So this is 4 ounces of the mango butter. Also, it says mango butter. Sometimes it says mango seed butter. They are exactly the same thing. You're just looking for it to make sure that it is raw or unrefined. So I have my pot already heating up here. You can do this on low. I would not advise doing this on high. 4 ounces. That is 4 ounces of the mango butter. And I am using 2 ounces of avocado oil. This is a high heat oil. That's why I'm using it. And it has a little color there, so it'll give my butter a little more color. And I have a half a teaspoon of sea salt. And you can adjust this as you like once your butter has melted and your salt has melted in the oil, you can taste it to see if it's salty enough how you like it, or if it's too salty for you and you need to add more butter and oil. But you're just basically going to let your butter melt down into your oil, mix that all together. And I can turn my heat up just a little bit here. And I'm basically just going to let that melt down, mix together, and then we'll move on to putting it in a mold. So I'll be right back. Alright, so our butter has melted down off in there, as you can see. It is all melted. You want to make sure your salt is dissolved in there as much as possible. There's always going to be a few crystals that doesn't, but that's fine too. But it's all dissolved there, so we're just going to turn that off. Move that to the side. And all you have to do is put it in your mold, whatever type of mold you want to use. I'm going to put it in this little cup first to make it easier for me to put it in my mold. Usually I just throw it in a like Ziploc bowl, but hey, we're doing a video and it'll make it easier for cutting slices, like when they tell you just you need a 1/4 or a 1/3 of stick of butter. Look at that, just waste it all on the table. talking and trying to do something at the same time. See, there is some crystals left in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just try not to pour that directly into one mold. Like, try to even it out. So here we go. It's hot, so be careful. Woohoo! Alright, now, just put this in the refrigerator for about an hour. Put it in the freezer so it'll put this in the refrigerator for about an hour, or you can put it in the freezer to speed up your solidification time. I'm going to put it in the freezer right quick just for the purposes of this video so I can hurry up and get it done because I need to be somewhere else in like an hour and a half. So, put it in the refrigerator, freezer, let it solidify. I'll be back. Gotta clean this up anyway. Alright, so I'm back. It has been about an hour, hour and a half here, and my butter has solidified there. You guys can see that. Alright, so we're just going to take these out here. Alright, so as you can see, looks like butter has the same color. This one is a little short because I wasted it on the table. So, also as you can see, they're already starting to melt at room temperature. Like I say, they do still melt just like butter, so you still have to keep it refrigerated. I have mine in the freezer, so now it's going to go in the refrigerator in the butter bin. I just wrapped them in parchment paper. Just like that. I just stick them in the refrigerator. Now, that is it. That's how you make alkaline butter that you can actually use to bake, put in things to cook with, to start cooking with, instead of having to use it after you've already cooked, because there is a lot of recipes that calls for butter in the actual recipe, right? So the fact that sometimes oil doesn't cut it as just butter, using grapeseed oil or just avocado oil by itself. Sometimes you need the butter for it to give you that softness and consistency, especially when you want the crumbly thing, when you're making doughs and things like that. So now you have alkaline butter that you can actually use in your cooking. That is all, people, just that simple. So until the next video, stay happy.
Stress.